Good morning and welcome to day 60 of Going from Heavy to Light. My husband and I are at a health retreat in Florida, and I've been talking about that the last couple of days. So the first thing I want to tell you is that yesterday morning I was planning on bringing a salad and fruit and my 2 chocolates with me on the plane. And what I decided to do instead was actually have my 2 chocolates at 9 in the morning. Now, if my kids were to ask me, can I have candy in the morning? Of course I would say no. I eat 2 pieces of dark chocolate every day as a snack. And the reason I had it at 9 in the morning was because I knew if I brought it in the car going to the airport and being in the airport, it would melt and I wouldn't be able to have it. And that would kind of set me up for saying, okay, when can I have some sort of sweet snack or what could I find? And I didn't want to be vulnerable when I got on the plane to the snacks that they have, because I know that none of them would make me happy. So I ate my 2 chocolates at 9 in the morning and enjoyed them, and I got that flavor and taste sensation out of my needing to do it later. So that was the first thing. And then it was really interesting because for some reason I had TSA pre-check, but Ron did not. So he was on a really long line and I was on a really short line. And as I went through the TSA pre-check and I got to the other side, I had lots of time to myself. And what that brought back memories of were all the years when, like, put it this way, if this were several years ago and I had been in the airport kind of set free on my own, I would have absolutely had a muffin, I would have had a bagel with cream cheese, and before I ever saw my husband. And that would be typical. And what that would have done is then put me in the position to be wanting to figure out what else can I eat? What other junk food is there? So I just happened to take notice when I was walking calmly through the airport to where I was going to meet up with him that I had no need for that. And it was such a nice reminder of how calm I have gotten over the years, and even more so recently with my relationship with food. The other thing is we got on the plane and they were handing out snacks. And so they had a Kind bar, which is not a bad snack. My husband eats them all the time. It's like 150 calories, but it is a packaged thing. And so what I was thinking about when I was on the plane was the fact that had I eaten all that other garbage, I would have absolutely wanted to have a Kind bar. And not only would I have eaten it because it wouldn't have looked that bad to Ron, like, oh, so she's just having, 150 calorie snack. He wouldn't have thought anything of it. But I know what would have happened. Later, I would have gone to the back of the plane as though I was going to the bathroom. But, a lot of times in planes, they've got the snacks sitting in the back. I would have probably eaten that, another one, or more things. My whole day would have been, revolving around what snacks can I eat. So I took one of those Kind bars and I just kept it. It's still in our bag so that when he wants it, he can have it. Another thing which I felt so good about is every time I go on a plane, I've always marveled at the women who could put their feet, like the bottom of their feet, on the seat of the airplane. I was never really able to do that. Have the flat feet on, meaning like my knees would be up in the air. So I decided to try it yesterday because I am feeling so much lighter and thinner, and I felt so comfortable doing that. So I was just loving the fact that I can now be one of those people who can sit comfortably if I want to, with my feet on the chair. And I also was looking at the strap of the seatbelt. I was like, oh my God, there's so much extra strap here than ever before. So all these things were really great. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was this morning, there was a group walk starting at 7 o'clock. And I happened to wake up at 6:40. And I said to Ron, at 6:40, we got to get moving. And he was like, should we? And we both were thinking, should we, shouldn't we? And I said, we've got to get up and get moving. And I'm just so glad that we did, because it's about consistency. Just like it's consistency that's important for me doing these videos, to stay on top of what I say I want to do. So we went out and we walked longer and farther than the way the group went because we were feeling like, why not? you know? So anyway, it's been great so far, and I hope you guys are having a nice day, and I will see you tomorrow.